I don't understand what's up with the game capture. Like just before I started the stream, OBS was capturing the game fine, and then I start the stream and it's like, hey, no, I want to capture something else. But a frickin' mess. Event. Guys, welcome one and all. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Sarcasm Detector, also known as the Lowlife Cat, playing some more Star Trek Online tonight. We're going to be messing around with the legendary ship and playing some replay missions. Probably going to do the Iconian War and take it from there. How long we're going to be streaming for tonight, I don't know. We did like about 11.5-hour stream yesterday, split in 2 parts. I don't know if I have the energy to do another one of those, but we'll see. We'll try to go as long as we can. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. And if you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, remember to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. So let's take a quick look at our endeavors. Is it 10 o'clock yet? Not yet. We have to destroy Herald ships, some hull healing, and destroy Undyne ships in the Dyson battle zone. Maybe we'll do the battle zone first. Where are we at? Well, that won't take us over. But that's fine. Let's go to the battle zone first, and then we'll hop in and do some of the put it here episode. Iconian War, yeah. Try to go through as much of this as possible. It's today's work. Some of this is, well, this here is kind of Temporal Ambassador. But I haven't actually played some of these missions a lot. I mean, maybe like through most of these newer mission maps, newer episodes. Oh, maybe going through them a second time will be kind of interesting. Go to the Solanae Sphere, Allied Zone. And we'll head it up from there. Again, it's just going to be a pretty chill stream tonight. Pretty calm. Well, I'm going to be calm and chill. What you see on the screen might not reflect what I'm... Let's see. Battle zone. Oh, space battle zone. There we go. Try not to get too excited, guys. Calm your memories. This one's already done, actually. Or towards the end. Let's go like something like number 2. We'll go to number 2. And have a chill time there. Alright, what do we got? The lighting is always kind of weird. This one's almost done as well. Well, let's see if we can make a difference. How many ships do I need? I only need, well, I need 30 ships, so no, let's go to that instance, number 3. I mean, we could probably pull 3 or 30 ships out of like what remains here, but might as well help these guys out a little bit. Yeah, might as well help these guys out a little bit. And maybe if people see that there's more people in this thing, more people will join. Pop our birds out. Yeah, level 50. Might hear some noise in my background. That's because my baby niece is here and she's running around upstairs. Yeah, it's almost done. Welcome back, Arcano. Might as well put some effort into this one. These ones are fine, are really fast, which is probably why they didn't include them in the last two battle zones. I don't think there's something like this in the Zenkathi one. There's something similar, but nothing quite like this. As you know, Cryptic actually hates it when we can do things faster than they want us to do it. Their opinion of that is either borderline exploiting or actually flat out exploiting. Yeah, it's going fairly fast. Sliera Van Bane. I guess stuff was time gated up the yin yang before as well. They've been adding time gates and all sorts of stuff like that since Delta Rising came out. I'm actually glad they kind of dropped one thing that they used to have, which was the release of content on like spot on. Actually, they're really good at that. Like they never delayed any release, which when you think about it is both good and bad. Okay, this got reset. Oh, let's get this guy or this lady deal with that. And I'll head over to here. I said I'll head over to here. Come on. EverQuest Era mechanics. Yeah. They like it'd be really hard to find something that isn't gated in some way. They went out of their way to look for all of that stuff and either removed it or put a gate on it. The ridiculous thing is like for some things is a time gate to the amount of dilithium ore that you can get. We're talking dilithium ore, not dilithium. And it's like, what? Like dilithium is already time gated through the whole dilithium ore dilithium thing. You have to double it. I mean, I get it. It's all about the metrics. It's all really all about the metrics. Yeah. I mean, I guess the good thing about this game is that for the most part, it's really paid to finish things faster. I guess originally it was only PvP that was really pay to win. It was really expensive. You had to have the best stuff. Like, you needed the spiral waves, you needed to have a temporal ship, the Wells class, you needed to have the bug ship, you needed to have all these lobby consoles. Absolutely mandatory. So PvP was hardcore pay to win. Not familiar with the current state of PvP in game. Do know there's some kind of weird things. The thing about poor game balance and high skill ceiling is you cannot really pay to make up for the lack of player skill. Yeah, that's actually true. Again, give him all the best gear. Epic, gold, standard. Alexander Roots, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the follow. Alexandre Roots 1. Hope you enjoy yourself, man. We're doing a chill STO stream, like we did yesterday night. It's with all the dogs, man. No, well, you have some cats in there. That's cool. You're cool, man. As long as you have the felines. Suppose I should put a sound effects for the canine lovers out there. I'll get to that at some point, maybe a little bit later on tonight. There are dozens of us, yeah, literally, yeah. It was like that at some point. I think there was maybe like half a dozen people playing PvP. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. There was probably half a dozen true PvPers and a whole bunch of people that were just, playing at being PvP. 10 more ships. For PvP, Delta Rising was the killer, for sure. The fleet I was in was actually, at that point, the fleet I was in was a PvP fleet. Pretty hardcore PvP fleet. And I was pretty much one of the only few PvE players in the fleet, although I did participate with them playing PvP. And basically when Delta Rising came out, they're like, nope. You spent literally so much on getting our gear and getting all our stuff, basically. And now Tier 6 stuff has come out, and all this newer gear has come out, and we have to rebalance and repurchase and rebuy, and I'll do all that. So pretty much the fleet literally died at that point. There was like just going from an active fleet where we had like dozens to a couple of dozen members and maybe actually 2 full PvP teams to just like maybe there's 1 or 2 guys on. Four more ships. Pretty much. I wonder if that means we'll get another level cap increase in the future with the next expansion. Yeah. And then Blizzard actually did a level squiz. WoW wasn't like the first MMORPG. It probably wasn't even the best MMORPG. But for whatever reason, it worked out well. I guess they banked on the whole Warcraft universe thing. Yeah, they actually moved on from a lot of that stuff and gone in a completely different direction. I mean, originally WoW was all about I call it the obscura of like, it's still the same with Classic now, where you had to actually jump through hoops and making it so freaking difficult to do anything, and made it much more player friendly with the newer content. I mean, it's like Dungeons and Dragons. If like the cutoff between second edition and third edition. I mean, the system in second edition and previous was really obscure, and not like not intuitive. It was designed to be counterintuitive. It was basically nerd gatekeeping, literal nerd gatekeeping, like freaking Thaco. Yeah, trying to explain Thaco to someone who's played modern version of D&D. We lose the center. We lost the center again. And then try to explain that, hey, that +5 sword, you subtracted. What? Yeah, that +5, you it's like a -5 actually. Wait, how is that possible? Never mind. Yeah, the lookup tables and stuff. The old well, that's what they started out. D&D started out as a basic war game types thing. There we go. All right, we got that. So let's ditch this and let's go do some missions now. Yeah, I remember in like, geez, I still have the D&D Encyclopedia. I don't know if you've ever seen that book, which is basically a compilation of all the original D&D. So when they talk about editions, the original D&D is not counted in there. It's like basically edition 0. But actually it had all the rules except for the immortal set thing. Chainmail came up with the squad scenario. Yeah. And the rest is history. Yeah, I'm familiar with that background. It was basically just a imagine a tabletop. For those of you who don't know, imagine tabletop games such as Warhammer, but like Warhammer and stuff like that is like a massive evolution of what came before it, but it was basically what it was. And like instead of like having armies fight against each other, you wanted to have like just a small squad do something specific like Spec Ops. And they implemented rules for that specifically, and that the evolution of that became Dungeons and Dragons, is what Dark and Aloth is trying to say here. Yeah, I have the D&D Encyclopedia, pretty thick book, and it's like comparing it to the modern D&D. Yeah, pretty much. I don't think it was really much into roleplay back then. It was still a war game, basically. You know, your stats against my stats, your dice roll against my dice roll. That was pretty much it. But of course, humans like to roleplay. It's something we do since we're children, since we're toddlers. So it works out. Yeah, the original D&D was so cringy when you look back at it. If you're familiar with like 3rd ed, 4th ed, 5th ed stuff, and you look at the original. But hell, I remember DMing back in the day for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which was, I think, is what's considered 1st ed now, and 2nd ed, which is weird since AD&D 1st ed and AD&D 2nd ed was minor changes. There weren't that big of a change between them. But I'm digressing. I had so many tables. Like, not tables that you put your drinks on and stuff, like lookup table. Wanting options to argue with their DM. Yeah, I'm not into. As a DM, I like to fudge the rules. I definitely like to fudge the rules. But when I fudged the rules, it was for role-playing reasons. For storytelling, for actually, telling a story or doing something cool. And pretty much most of my players, actually, I don't think I've ever had a single player back then who complained about that. And I had some rules lawyers in my group. The ones that memorize the freaking rule page, and they're, if you do something, they're like, well, actually on the PHB page, etc., 3rd line down there, it says that. Hold on, buddy. Calm yourself. So let's start with Uneasy Allies. The Hobus system has a long history of hosting nefarious activities.
I'm currently on leave from Voyager, and I was passing near the Hobus system in a shuttlecraft when I picked up some odd energy readings. I took a detour to investigate. You can't be too careful where Hobus is concerned. But I wouldn't mind some help. Can you rendezvous with me at these coordinates? Having a real starship here would be a big help.
Do we actually get anything out of this except the Romulan Imperial Navy stuff? Yeah. Like, I really don't need any of this gear. I'm just doing it for the lols. So, valuable cargo, go to Hobus system. Transwarp. Third edition was actually great. It was pretty nostalgic. This 3.5 was actually a lot better. It smoothed out a lot of stuff. I mean, they still had a lot of holdovers from 2nd ed in 3rd edition, like alignment restrictions and class restrictions on certain classes and multi-class restrictions and stuff like that. So 3.5 removed most of that. Actually, what was kind of ironic is our house game, we had a bunch of house rules that we implemented in our 3rd edition game that we basically voted on by ourselves. We talked about it. And once 3.5 came out, we were like, oh, look at this. All our house rules are implemented in this thing. I thought it was pretty amusing. I didn't like 4th edition not because of the rule set or whatnot, but I really didn't like 4th edition because they ruined the Forgotten Realms for me. They absolutely wrecked the Forgotten Realms. They basically kicked Ed Greenwood out, shoved him out the door, and just Ashes Cauldron and everything. Almost an overhaul of the 5th edition. It's been out. Yeah, we see the words. That's true. There's some interesting stuff. Actually, I was looking at one of the recent unearthed arcanas for the psionic systems, and I think they actually managed to get a good psionic system. Finally, after I don't know how many years, they actually managed to get a good decent sounding system out of it. It's basically just like a new subclass. Oops. Begin.
This is Federation Shuttle Tereshkova. I am under attack in the Hobus system, requesting emergency assistance.
This is the ISS Memeship. We've received your distress call.
I'm under attack by Romulan vessels. I could use a little help here. I'm a decent pilot, but things are getting a little rough.
Acknowledged, we're on our way.
Freighters packing some serious weapons. I don't think they're hauling cargo.
Freighter?
This is the Romulan Imperial Star Navy. You are in a restricted area. Leave immediately.
These aren't Tal-Shiar ships. They're Imperial loyalists.
You remember that, right? You had to... Was it you started out as a rogue, then you went fighter, then you went wizard? Or something like that.
I was checking out some strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them and they opened fire. It's a good thing you picked up my distress signal.
Any ideas why they attacked you?
I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Tal-Shiar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Last true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing. Not to impose, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
Was it druid? I could swear... Well, in 2nd edition it was wizard. It was thief, warrior, and wizard, I'm pretty sure. For 2nd edition, it might have been different for the first. But the reason why I think it might have been druid was because of the Harpers. If you remember the Harpers in the Realms, they're a bunch of rangers and bards and some druid backing as well, because rangers had the druid backing. I think that might be why. We cleared a landing for bay for you. We also need to check the freighter. The freighter was heavily armed. Any idea what they were doing? Let's do this. And scan the freighter as well. Fighter, thief, druid. Okay. Multiple Romulan server being hailed on screen.
This is Lieutenant Gaius Salong. This vessel has been disabled. Your interference is disruptive, but survivable.
Lieutenant Salim, what are you doing on that freighter?
This unit is executing its priority directives. All other directives have been suspended.
Why did you attack us?
This unit was defending this vessel against outside attack. Defensive associates is required by priority override.
Gaius, why are you referring to yourself as this unit? Scans of the freighter show it's remarkably well equipped, but there's no contraband or Borg technology outside of Lieutenant Salon's implant. There's nothing that explains his change in behavior. Captain, what if someone is controlling Gaius through the Borg implant? We know it's possible. He's certainly not acting like normal. It's almost as if he's part of the collective again. Can't answer our question because he isn't there. We need to find out who did this. Lock the tractor beam on that freighter and have an away team meet me in the transporter room. Beam down. Oops. One of these things is not like the other. Yes, you could say that. You could possibly say that. I don't know. Have you ever actually watched the original movie to that? The what was it called? The Mariachi. There was a first movie. Let's see if we can get any information from these computer systems. And let me swap back to my change outfit. we have to match with my away team. Well, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like Elminster was basically a self-insert. It was Ed Greenwood self-inserting himself into the Forgotten Realms. Systems computer usage 12. Alert data DAMCOM report. DPS conduit, DPS conduit, code lock. We should check this out. And I'm betting we have a bunch of Romulans to fight here. Haha, yeah, that's true. That is actually a little bit of an Easter egg, unless you used to read the Dragon magazines of way back when, in the 90s, early 90s. Which I used to do, by the way. They have enough power, but it looks like they're still locked out of the computer memory.
Doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
Yeah. Ed Greenwood's still around, isn't he? Pretty sure I haven't heard anything about him passing. I think he's still around. Scan the bodies. Yeah, he's still around. That guy's probably gonna outlive all of us. Nothing we can do for them. These wounds are recent. These remnants must have been part of Obisec's force. Kept this facility secure since it was taken from Taris. And I'm actually glad that he's back at, I don't know if he's actually working for Wizards of the Coast, but he's definitely become a consultant again for the Forgotten Realms. And I love what 5ed did for the Forgotten Realm. It's like basically, hey guys, everything that happened in Forest Lad, fuck that, just we're going back to how it was. That's pretty much literally what happened. Statements. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna go well for them.
There's a door to the left.
Usually these kinds of lawsuits don't work out. They usually work out in favor of the big companies more often than not. Whether that's deserved or not, it's unfortunate. It's how the world works. Now, Ed Greenwood was a fantastic writer. I love this work, but I always had a hard time reading it for some reason. I don't know what it was, but get to that lab. Romulus might be trying to steal or restart the Iconian gate. Oh, there's an Iconian gate in play here. Can't let the Romulans mess around with that. Green door, here it is. Anything that needs extensive rewrite is on shaky grounds. Possibly. Oh yeah, Dragonlance, holy. Dragonlance was what, like written in the 70s or 80s or something?
Quick, through the side door and down to the gate.
And down to the gate. There's an actual Iconian gate and the freighter. You know, this kind of mission was actually on a different map. It was a different mission. It was on a planet somewhere. Wasn't it on one of the planets in Hobus? Or was it Iconia? I don't quite remember. Ah, damn it. Res me. Res me. Hey, Iconian, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream, man. We're just playing some chill STO and having a conversation about stuff. We're currently talking about old school D&D and stuff. Just doing mission replays. Doing the Iconian War right now. Just started it out. Oh, oops. It's I got myself into a pickle here. Let me drop one of these. Boom. Maybe one of these. As you can tell, I'm running a ground meta from like 4 or 5 years ago. Sela prisoner, where is she? Oh, there she is, Sela.
I surrender.
That's it?
No. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Ceylon and how to fix his addled Borg brain. About the gateways and how to use them. About the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
I'm not interested in any more of your lies.
But you are interested in what I can tell you. This gateway is damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base.
Fleeing one jail to go back to another.
Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Why should I believe any of this? You haven't shown us anything credible. We're getting a message from command. Patch it through.
I received some distressing news, and I need to update your mission orders. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
I'm a little busy at the moment, sir. Wow, he's an admiral. Well, actually, we're admirals too. We're actually fleet admirals, so we outrank Admiral Quinn. So take that. Cue the clip from SU-1 about staff weapons and the P-90s. Yeah, the what was that? The staff weapons are weapons of terror, and the P-90s are actual weapons of war.
No, please, go ahead. I can wait.
Go ahead, Admiral.
We've received word that Sela has escaped from Republic custody and that she was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided in her escape by Lieutenant Gaius Ceylon, a Republic intelligence officer.
That is correct. Positional authority outranks rank. Outranks rank. Kind of weird to say that. So that's why you have to take orders from Captain Harry Kim. And on the thing, because like the base commander. That's true. So the station commander actually is the boss, even though if he might have officers in the area that outrank him, because he's in charge of the whole area. He has authority over everything. That's why, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why, like a private in the military police can arrest a general, basically, because they have the authority to do so. Yes, there is a ranking system, but there is also other things. Sir, she's here, sir. I found her with a group of Romulan Imperial loyalists. She's surrendered.
Republic intelligence thinks she has some kind of information about the Iconians that she hasn't shared yet. This is a little odd, but let's give her a little leash. Stay close and find out what you can. See if you can determine her plans. Be prepared to bring her in if she shows any signs of endangering anyone.
Give her a little leash. There's probably a dirty joke in there somewhere. Understood. I'll see what we can discover.
Well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal. You want Gaius back, and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal aboard my ship. Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts.
I think whatever choice we pick here, we're still gonna go on to our ship, so let's just...
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your 6.
Beam to Sela's ship. You would think an officer would know better than to have a smoke next to a fuel tank, but then again, there are officers.
I know you're not included.
They don't actually have to work for a living.
But I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep.
I used to work for a guy, a terrible micromanager, absolutely the worst, where he would like tell me to do something, and another hour later he's yelling and screaming at me for doing what he basically told me to do. I'd be like, do you remember the conversation we had half an hour ago? What do you want me to do?
This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homeworlds, and we will have to fight to survive.
Well, if you actually have a smart officer, especially the junior officers, if you have one that's actually intelligent, they know that their non-coms, their senior non-coms know a shitload more than they do, and they better listen to them. What did you do to Lieutenant Salan?
Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him. But as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage.
Ironically, I was involved in Intel as well. Not ironically, coincidentally. I used ironically wrong there. I'm sorry. I apologize. I am the sarcasm detector, and I actually used ironically incorrectly. That's ironic. How did you manage to reprogram Gaius so thoroughly? His implants aren't that invasive.
The Tal Shiar has studied mind control for decades, and I had full access to their techniques. Some of it is quite ingenious. Do you know that the proper sequence of mental conditioning and image projection can program someone to kill their best friend? I've seen it work. Once you know how to get into someone's head, you're there forever.
I actually think you can fight the Iconians.
With the coordinates I've memorized, I can gain access to an Iconian staging sphere. Tapping into the Iconian data networks is risky, but the potential benefits are significant. It will be difficult. Iconian operating systems are designed to overwrite and destroy other computers. However, I know enough about their devices to gain some useful information before that happens. Specifically, we need to determine what forces the Iconians will use against us. We must prepare for what's coming.
All right, let's get moving.
My engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine powers stable. It appears you did quite a bit of damage to my ship.
Yeah, I
Unrelated
have a
systems
tendency
keep
to do
failing,
that.
and no discernible pattern. Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look? Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll go fix what I broke. Oh, wow, the view screen. That's new. Why is it like that? We're like not at warp, are we? Yeah, we are at warp. Okay, never mind. I never noticed about the view screen before, although the FOV kind of was weird. Wait, is there still someone to talk to? Talk to Gaius. Sorry, got distracted. What's wrong, Gaius? You seem a bit twitchy.
This unit is in diagnostic mode.
Gaius, do you understand what you're doing?
This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
I'll get you out of this, Gaius. ISS Memeship 1 to beam directly to sickbay. It's a bit twitchy there. We'll fix Gaius. Gaius is good people. Well, he's not actually people. He's a hologram. But Gaius, you guys know what I mean. Come on, get off it. Stop being so pedantic, guys. Yeah, I did that. Oops. Just having a bit of a chill moment here. This is the your orders, sir. Reinitialize main deflector. Stage flux chiller repaired. Flux chiller. The shield's back. Main deflector first. By a science officer, of which I only have the doctor. Delegate tab. We need to main stage flux chiller repaired. Handled by engineer. K2, you go. Delegate tasks. Shield power backup. Send number one. Number one, you go. Oops. There are bombs everywhere.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
Oops. I rushed into that a bit too quickly. Well, maybe someone can help me here. Res me. Come on, guys, res me. Alright, they can't do it for whatever reason. Scramble bomb sensors. I remember this now. I bet you enjoyed that. Disarm. other side, really? This is like the Klingon warp core, isn't it? Okay, we can't get to it from here. Can we get it from here? There we go, we can get it from here. Come on, there we go. EOD, where's our EOD? Yeah, exactly. Frickin' Admiral with a super space doohickey and time traveling and all that stuff, and I actually have to personally do all the stuff.
I shouldn't need to remind you that we're on a timetable, so I won't.
Listen, bitch. These bombs here. I could just leave them here in your warp core and go back to my ship. Because my ship doesn't have bombs in its warp core. The fuck is this bullshit? Why are these bombs even in the warp core? Find the saboteur. Oh, there's a saboteur, that's why. Over here. Damn it. You. You surrender. Alright. Good, because I was about to beat the shit out of you.
You have to help me. I'm a Republican.
Set sensors to dick ass sneaky dudes.
Navy officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled.
How did you happen to get aboard Sela's ship? Too much of a coincidence.
Intelligence has agents seeded through many of the groups in the old guard, and even a few infiltrated the Tal Shiar. It was happenstance that I was embedded in the group that helped Sela escape prison. What I need now is to keep this ship stalled long enough for the Republic to arrive. Then we can take Sela back to prison where she belongs.
I can't do that, and I can't let you keep this ship stopped. I'm going to have to stun you.
Sela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconian's prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.
I have to let this play out. Sela won't tell us anything, but if she thinks I'm on her side, she'll show me everything. Stun. There you go. Go to sleep. Return to the freighter bridge. Yeah, this is pretty much a Klingon warp core. Turbo lift, but the rest of the ship is the old freighter doohickey. Not. No, this is the old freighter thing. Look how high the ceiling is. But I guess it's a Klingon freighter. Oh, look at their Elcar system. We'll just headcanon it as a stolen Klingon freighter.
I understand you've captured a saboteur. I won't tolerate a threat to the safety of this mission and my crew. I intend to have him executed immediately.
I'm taking him into custody. This is non-negotiable.
Very well. However, this still doesn't solve our problem. We need to find a working Iconian gate.
I know where to find a gateway. That's the part of the system.
The Nopata system? Interesting.
You've had a base there. He was
My
conducting
ship
research.
has been modified to mask its energy signature, so we should be able to get there without detection. The Tal Shiar may be a problem, though.
Oh, look at my ship in the background. Can't you order the Tal Shiar to let us pass?
The Tal Shiar serves the Iconians now. Certain elements of the Imperial Navy are still loyal, but the Tal Shiar would be more inclined to shoot me than listen to me.
We'll see what we find on Nopata. Well, that's because the Ferengis are just in pretty much running the exchange of everything except for the Federation, and probably are in parts of the Federation. Large amount of space debris, at least one Romulan ship in orbit, Captain. The Derridex battlecruiser. I can't determine if it's Republican Navy, Romulan Navy, or Tal Shiar. Not a Republic vessel. Hail Sela, does she have any information?
Those are Tal Shiar ships. The Star Navy doesn't have the interest or the means to police far-flung systems like this one. The Tal Shiar and I don't exactly see eye to eye these days, so feel free to do what you will.
Last time I was here, Hakiv had a secret facility on the planet. The Tal Shiar must be using his old base.
Enemy vessel. This system is under Tal Shiar control. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Pah, unlikely. See, I'm not level 30 anymore. I'm not afraid of the Derridex.
We are under attack and requesting assistance.
Responding to your request for assistance.
And are we talking like at this point with you have like Nog and so the Ferengi have actually come up a bit of actually quite a long way since what they used to be. Although, if I remember correctly, we're going to have one of these Ferengi missions coming up in a bit. It's not in this arc, but a bit later on. Let's go beam down to Nopata. Nopata.
Hakiv's private research facility. Soon all this will be lost to the sand. What a monument to folly.
That I don't remember. The only time I saw an TNG Ferengi serving in Starfleet was during the episode where Riker was being brainwashed by that kid. Alright, I never thought I'd be coming back here after escaping Hakiv's arena. Alright, this is the arena map. Oh, this is the Herald Thrall. From the not the dilithium, it's from the Lobi store. This one, Herald outfit. Got it way back in the day.
The Tal Shiar.
Give me a second, guys. My mouse button broke. And holy shit, that is the button I literally use for push to talk on my mouse. It broke. It's a good thing I have a second button that I use, but this is going to be awkward. So now I need a new mouse. Bloody hell. Alright. Proceed inside. Check, check, check. Yeah, it's still working. This button's gonna break, so I definitely need the new
Tashiar
mouse now.
commonly use a diverter to intercept standard access codes on electronic locks. Give me just a moment. There.
Charming.
Someone else has been through here recently.
So hopefully this works, because using a different button for the push to talk, and I use push to talk because I have a noisy environment. But if you can't hear me talking, you should still be able to see the speech to text pop up.
Tashiar!
Call for help. Oh, my guys are dead. Really, it respawns us about out here. Okay, but these guys don't really don't have anything for save points or checkpoints. Oh look, Seela's gonna die. This is advanced mode, so it's a bit more difficult. And I'm not really geared for
At
advanced.
least they were. Why am I not surprised the mess
Or
hall
I'm
is
barely
the one
geared.
place here that isn't a total wreck.
I'm barely geared for advanced, I should say. Actually, I should take care of this at some point, probably tomorrow, because I have a Phasmophobia tournament, and that thing needs multiple buttons for push to talk. Oh boy, alright. What is it that's over here? Well, I was doing patrols and stuff before, so that's why it was on advanced. It's fine, it's a bit of a challenge. Search Hakiv's office.
Hakiv's sanctum. I'm guessing that side door isn't just for show.
It rarely is, okay. I mean, we were having this conversation yesterday, weren't we? Doors are rarely for show. There's always something behind a door. I mean,
There must be a
obvious.
way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release trigger in the office.
Press the button. This is a Rick and Morty episode.
Allow me. Computer, recognize identity Sela, code Empress 1. Unlock lab access.
Our password is Empress1, really.
Always have a back door.
Hey, Sphinx.
You see, they are insane.
Hi, Sphinx. Actually, You know what? I had an auto shout out thing set up and it didn't work. Why didn't it work? It played the music. Someone guessed Trump's Twitter account password was MAGA 2020. Oh, that is messed up. So I had an event set up so whenever you pop in and type something out, it'll play a sound and then do the shout out for you. But it didn't do the shout out. It played the thing. You heard that Klingon or saying something there. No
Another
problem.
secret door. Hakiv was always so melodramatic.
I'm gonna have to figure out why it didn't actually. Didn't it do it? Did I not set it up correctly? Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna take a look at this. Yeah, the message is there. Speaks true client only, enable true message, and then play the sound. Well, derp. Okay. I'll have to figure that out later at some point. Oh, look, the cage is where we used to be. How does this activate the gate?
You're getting a little too close to the truth. It's time to eliminate you both.
You should be more careful about the loyalty of your subordinates.
She's not technically my subordinate. She's Tuvok's subordinate.
Stop her! Don't let her escape!
Oh, no, plot armor. Oh no.
Kill it!
It's a bluegill. Delta in Paris, so we need to get her to sick bay. She even started the fight. Ah, okay. ISS Memeship 1 to beam directly to sick bay. Alert neurology and prepare trauma response. Alright, catch you later, Akila.
There we go. I'll just put in those coordinates.
Okay, why are you stuck like that? There we go. Go through the gate. Here we go. Yeah, we were just talking about that. That's where the Coliseum mission was.
Up here! Hurry up! They'll find us soon.
That's why you were yelling at us?
Good. There's a gateway on this side. We won't be stuck here. Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility. You! Taurus. Stop her!
It's Taurus.
Automated defenses? What a waste of time.
You say it's a waste of time, but they're shooting at me here. The glitchy flying there.
Get that force field down!
Yeah, Sela's a lot of stuff. Though the voice, I'm sure the voice actress has a
We need
lot
to
of fun.
catch her before she can cause any more trouble.
It sounds like she's having a lot of fun playing the character.
She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles.
Unlock the door.
Interesting. According to this data, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy. You should download some of these files to your tricorder.
That's an idea. Try another console. Where's the next glowy bit? Right over here.
This sphere seems to be much older than the others. There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before.
Ah. Try yet another console. Okay.
Ah, here we go. Almost there.
Yeah, they did a lot better job with her
Right.
in
The door is
STO than they did in TNG. And in TNG, it was a bit cringe, really. It felt a bit forced, a bit shoehorned, if you ask me. Oh boy, this part here.
Taurus must have overloaded the collimators in that plasma array.
It looks dangerous. Alright, let's figure this out. Right, this is where we came in from. Ah, not so hard. Continue to chase. Ah, yes, this part.
There's nowhere left to run, Taurus. Do you really think the Iconians will help you now?
No, you don't understand. I didn't seek them out because I wanted to rule. I needed them to save us, to turn back time, to undo Hobus, and bring back Romulus.
Then you're more of a fool than I thought. You poor deluded creature. The Iconians aren't interested in saving anything. Nor could they.
We have to get out of here. It's not safe anymore. They're coming.
I guess you'd better go then. If you had only known, Taurus, the Iconians can't travel through time. It destroys their minds. The sphere just jumped. Look,
Sparta
it's
moment.
nighttime inside the sphere, but it's never dark inside the other spheres. The Iconian fleets are here, and there are so many ships they're blotting out the sun.
I see you.
Time to go.
That's an understatement.
How absurd to think that she could have ever accomplished anything significant. She lost her throne and spent years in mindless devotion to gods who could not hear or answer her prayers. Taurus's fanaticism blinded her. She studied everything about the Iconians, but never learned the one simple fact that would have ended her quest. There was only one thing she didn't get wrong. We need to leave immediately.
Clarify for me, why can't the Iconians travel through time?
Iconian minds aren't like ours. They're entangled with chronoton states. I'll spare you the boring details. It helps to orient them when using their gateways, but it means that they can't go back and forth in time like we can. Doing so would cause the Iconian to lose its memories of the intervening time.
All we've seen so far are automated defenses. Why the hurry? You can learn more about the Iconian's plans here.
Take a look at the sky. In a sphere like this, nothing should obscure the sun. Those aren't clouds.
Iconian ships, so many they're blotting out the sun.
Did you feel that? The sphere just jumped. The Iconian invasion is beginning.
You were warned. Your galaxy is orbit.
Oh boy. And there we have the Herald.
It's a herald, the personal guards and servants for the Iconians. Fighting is not our best option. Head for the gate. Run!
All right, well, we'll do it that way. We'll go the coward's way out. Yeah, it never goes well, and
Gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of it.
oh, here we go. Too late. Blah blah blah. How is Fenzel? Neatly left Voyager. Okay, noted. Anything else I should know? Alright, beam up. I did say beam up, didn't I? I clicked it. There we go. It was just a little delayed. Contact command.
It's good to have you back. A Dyson sphere jumped into a position near the Iconia system less than an hour ago. We don't know anything about it, but based on the preliminary notes you've logged, we think it's the same sphere that you discovered with Sela. I hate to admit it, but she was right. The Iconian invasion is here. There's no sign of Sela, incidentally. But we'll keep looking, but I have a feeling she won't be found until she wants to be. And as long as she stays away, I'm inclined to let her go. She'll have to answer for her crimes someday, but we have much more immediate concerns.
Alright, let's collect this reward. And take a look at the next mission under episodes. Iconian War, Blood of Ancients. I need to pick up my phone. Hold on a sec. Alright, good. I do have money in the bank. Not much money in the bank, but
We know that
do
attacks
this.
from the Iconian forces are imminent. Their gateway technology means that distance has little meaning for them. Once the war begins in earnest, we will be racing to cover too much fight a war, we first need a plan. Admiral Quinn has requested your presence at a briefing on Earth's space dock.
Resonant transphasic, resonant disruptor beam, resonant, okay. And a bunch of anti-proton, okay, those are pretty good. We'll just accept that. So we're gonna have to go to the briefing. First, let me take a look here. Let's open up a local computer shop and see what kind of mice they have. Because this is bullshit. You guys probably can't see that on the screen, but I can't actually put that particular screen on because it actually shows my my location. Okay, ship products. Just mice, please. Okay, those are not too expensive. Available in stores. Yeah, okay. Some of these mice are like crazy expensive. 80 bucks, 80 bucks. 200 bucks for a Logitech G502 Lightspeed wireless RGB gaming mouse. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I just want a mouse that I can just kind of click buttons on, really. Okay. That's a lot for a mouse. Yeah, I'm just, holy shit. I mean, like, there's like $80, $90 mice here. $90 for a Corsair M65 RGB Elite tunable FPS gaming mouse. This $100 for a SteelSeries Rival 600 mouse. $134 for a Razer Naga. That's absolutely nuts, guys. I need to use the bathroom real quick, so I will be back in 2 minutes. I'll leave the music on for you guys and give you like the pretty picture here. Oh wow, that's a weird error to have on a mouse. I prefer wired mice actually. Head back to Seoul. We'll do the transwarp again. Yeah, I always go with wired over wireless for these kind of things because wireless is still prone to interference if you have too many wireless things going around. Well, yeah, there's that goes for a lot of computer components of the else out there. Yeah, exactly. I've actually been meaning to upgrade my mouse because it does have an FPS, or I don't know what it's called on the mouse, but there's an issue with its response rate.
And thank you for coming. We've gathered here the finest commanders from Starfleet, the Klingon Defense Force, and the Romulan Republic. We may have been enemies in the past. Now, we must fight as one. May I introduce Captain Cogran? He will coordinate our combined forces against the Iconians and report to the commanders of all 3 fleets.
Greetings. The Iconians have revealed themselves. War is now inevitable. While the Iconians themselves are few in number, their heralds are numerous and formidable. They are not like the servitors we have fought before. They are far more dangerous. We are already sending strike teams into the sphere the heralds use to access the Iconian gateway network. They will retaliate, and when they do, they will attack our most valuable targets. The gateways allow the heralds to strike anywhere.
What's wrong with your neck, dude?
Destroy any obstacle in their path. Therefore, the
You guys see that?
Alliance has decided to focus on defending key installations. We need time to create a strategy. To that end, let me introduce Captain Tom Harris.
Hello, everyone. Okay, this is what we know about the weaknesses of the Heralds. If we can exploit this, we can...
It's beginning.
Their goal appears to be New Rockets. The Federation has a starbase nearby. Captain Harris, take your task force and the bulk of the fleet to New Romulus. The rest of you, report to Starbase 234. Right now, that starbase is all that stands between the Heralds and Romulus. Hold the Heralds there as long as you can. We need time to evacuate civilians and prepare defenses in New Romulus. Today's a good day to die.
Red alert.
Herald ships on an intercept course. All ships, defend the starbase. I've never seen anything like these Herald ships before. There's too many of them. Begin evacuation procedures. More Herald ships on sensors. Deploying reinforcements.
Starting my run with the station.
Go, Memeship, go, and we already have the Endeavor. Very nice.
There's no stopping them.
Herald's closing in. Invasive maneuvers.
doesn't look like it's gonna end well. Well, we'll see. Oh, I detect something on repeat.
We've taken some damage. Just need to get far enough away to go to war.
A gateway has opened inside the station. They're boarding us. Security teams, report to Deck 6.
We've lost the port nacelle. I can't. Ah!
There are too many of them. We can't... All of the civilians and most of...
We still have work to do here, Captain.
There are too many of them. We can't...
Alright, it's fine, it's fine. We'll go to New Romulus. Right through the planet. That's gonna hurt, though. A massive object like the Mirror Galaxy X impacting a planet at superluminal velocities, not even luminal velocity. That's gonna leave a dent that won't polish out. Although, don't the starships, doesn't warp drive you get pushed into subspace? Or most of your mass gets pushed into subspace or something like that.
Romulans are asking for boots on the ground, but we've got more...
Yeah, defeat the Heralds, I get it.
Now hurry up. We've got a war to win.
Why are these not targetable?
Great work on those scouts. Now, take out the ships headed your way.
Really? We're gonna do it like that, alright.
Keep it up.
Yeah, I can't shoot the prop.
Great work. Just one more group between you and the planet. Give them hell.
Really? I see more than just one group.
Target shield has failed.
You're close. The fighting on the ground is getting worse. We need you down there.
Shield has failed.
Oh, look, the lance actually hit something. Note this down, people. Clip it. Laser lance actually hit something.
On the surface. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Let's beam down. Let's go. That's a rare sighting. It's not something you see every day. Acknowledge. We're just gonna shoot everything. Just shoot all the stuff. Forgot how long these missions can be. Probably why I haven't played them or repeated playing them in a long time. Just pretty much do them on easy, on normal mode when they come out, and just get the gear that you want and never come back. Oh, we did have to repeat them back then to get...
Now that the area is secure, we can call in reinforcements. Sub-Commander Xylan is ready to lead a squad to assist you. Should I call them now?
Doesn't it look like she's bald with sideburns? But did it do any damage? I think it did some damage. I think we actually knocked a chunk out of that big cruiser. Man, oh man. Yes, actually now I remember these were like event things, kind of whatever they were. We had to repeat them once a week to get all the doohickeys. I remember now. Remember the spec points? If you did them once a week, you got the spec point. It's still the mission home for the Morpho. Yeah. With that horrible console. Run the 2-piece for that, I believe. You run like the Omni and the console, although the console was like, why? Dude, that was rude. I was standing here.
We need to retake this area. More heralds are on their way. We can take a defensive position.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, here it is, isn't it? Oh, that's the polymorphic. Where's the morphogenic? Annie? I guess it's not called the morphogenic. It's damn, what's the name of the console then? Oh, here it is. Now it's lit up. Pose and rear degree arc. Now that's our rear arc, right? Not their rear arc. It's not a flanking bonus. Full on energy weapons. I can't see what the set bonus is here. What's the thing called? Yeah, I won't be able to see what the set bonus is. We'll have to look at that once we're out of this zone. It's dead, sir. Yep. Remember, these guys used to be absolutely terrifying back in the day. Those horses.
Sensors indicate Herald forces inbound to this position. We must hold here.
Hold here, Roger. Check. What's going on over there? Target and shoot. Okay, there we go. That's peace.
Coordinates are secure. Next, we must clear the path ahead.
Okay, that's not the way. That's the way we came. We want to go head up here. Anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. Plenty of people still use fall. It's just, it's not the meta anymore. Which, you know, is absolutely fine by me. I used to be like one of those guys that are preaching fall and everything. I'm kind of happy that the meta has changed. And actually, I'm even more happy that there's more than one meta. It's kind of boring back in the day where, you know, basically the only thing is dead. The only thing basically to, you know, if you wanted to actually be competitive in TFOs was, you know, just a fall build. And there were a couple of different fall builds. And you're going to have the Ox to Bat build, and you could have the, what was that trait called? Reciprocity build. There was the tank builds with fall.
We hold the paths. There is a camp near the power station. There will be reinforcements there.
Any percent using attack patterns. With TM entangled something matrices. Anti-proton. Yeah, 90% people using anti-protons. Yeah, you're incorrect, sir. 99% of people are using anti-proton. Well, the meta shifted a bit. Like originally, it was Romulan plasma
I think
was the thing originally.
Do you want me to call for reinforcements?
It started out with Romulan plasma and then shifted over to anti-proton. I mean, they were pretty much the same at one point. Wanted to use Romulan plasma because the plasma tactical consoles also buffed the plasma dot on the embassy consoles, the plasma embassy consoles. Yes, call for reinforcement. I think the only reason anti-proton took off the pen proc on anti-protons, and that basically took off. And anti-proton was king up until the coalition for disruptors came out. And then Disruptor was king.
Reinforcement! There's a gateway opening to the north.
It's a gateway opening to the north. I remember this. Doesn't this lead to the... as well as special weapons.
Herald, inbound from the southeast.
Well, the ROM blast had a big crouch. Are you gonna crouch? Oh, she doesn't want to crouch. Okay, never mind that. The experimental weapon did not have any weapon drain.
There's a gateway opening to the north.
So that was a point where if you ran like and then you had the Romulan weapon, which was also free. So if you're on a cruiser with 8 beams on it, you were only paying like 6 beams worth of energy for firing your weapons.
There's a gateway opening to the north.
Oof, ow, ow.
Herald, inbound from the southeast.
Res me. Depends on the build. If you wanted actually to go for a proc build, which was like a thing, actually. It was both a science ship and a PvP thing, you would run single cannons, or turrets, or both. Because those things had like an insane amount of... Really, I am taking so much damage here. My guys are all dead. Kill it with fire. And there goes my guy, so let's respawn. Well, beam overload, they changed it completely now. So basically it used to be beam overload that one weapon would proc the beam overload, and it would only do it for one shot. Now it's all the weapons, and it's for the duration of beam overload. So that is actually really nice change that it to beam overload. The Omega set was Tetrion Rider, wasn't it? That was the 2-piece bonus or the 3-piece bonus of the Omega set, I believe, which added a Tetrion proc to what you were firing. Procs were per shot before, yes.
We have retaken the ruins. Shall I call in for our next objective?
Procs don't really matter anymore, okay. Hold on, are you talking about the ordnance set or the... You're talking about the kinetic and that set.
The ruins are ours.
Modern cutting beam, that was pretty meta for a long time.
Quick, this way.
Still quite useful for DBBBO, yeah, definitely. It was more than one way to reduce the weapon power consumption and increase EPS. And we didn't actually have a lot of ways to increase the EPS flow. once that came into play, then the loss of having a beam weapon, like swapping a beam weapon for a KCB, was kind of painful, even with the proc. So you could have mitigated, like, plus increasing your EPS so that if you're overcapping, you can actually benefit from that power. I didn't, though. That was a long time ago, but check it out. The DPS, the secret of DPS. That's actually one of my most popular videos. I went quite into detail about that. Some of the stuff is a bit outdated, but it's still kind of useful to know.
New Romulus is reporting heavy casualties. What happened down there?
Yeah.
Sensors are picking up some unusual power emanations from the surface.
So if you have like a 5-3 ship or even a 4-3 ship and you're using DBBs, beam weapons, you really don't want to put turrets on the back. You want to put omnis on the back, and you can't fit more than 2 omnis. So for that third slot, you're either stuck putting just a useless beam bank, or putting the KCB, which will actually do damage. So that in that case, the kinetic cutting beam is actually useful. Arcanaloth, I did the math a long time ago and did a video about it. And let me tell you that I even put a spreadsheet, man. Imagine that, a fucking spreadsheet. Shit. That was actually quite a bit of a headache. Oh look, a herald.
Your presence defiles this sacred space. Heralds, to aid, destroy these insects.
Respawn me. Let's get a... Where's my doohickey? It's not the sniper. It is, but it's not doing much damage. It's royally kicking my ass. Nope. Okay, let's do a respawn here first. I'm injured, so heal. This is what? Is it not? It is kinetic damage. Shotgun will do it. And respawns. I think it's just a case of he has a lot of HP. Ah, shit. He just has a lot of HP. He's basically a crazy little mini boss. Oh, let me go, damn it, no, damn it. Why didn't you res me? She was just doing the thing. She's right there and she was... Come on. This guy's wiping the floor with us. I don't want to respawn because I think that resets his health. Not 100% sure, but I think it does. And no, my guys are gone, so let's try this again. No, okay, it didn't reset his health, good. Oops, let's get out of that. Just die. Can you just die? Wow. And he dropped a white drop for us. What did he give us? So I'm a tactical captain, by the way. That's good salvage, I guess. My guys. Okay, they're being healed up. Good. Investigate Herald. Access main gateway control panel. Okay. Access Romulan database. Why the preservers? The preservers are cool shit, man. Not here, it's this one. Yeah, I saw that. That's actually a nice change. Grab this. Yada yada. What did we get here? That's my feedback cascade. Turned out to protect it. Some marks. Let's go for like. Let's pick one randomly. Upgrade, salvage all. That easy. It's well hidden. It should be here. There should be a button here for it somewhere on the actual inventory tab. But going to upgrade, I mean, that's non-intuitive, going to upgrade. That means something else. Although technically the salvage is used in re-engineering, but... Activate gateway. It's here. There used to be consoles like here and on the other side. There used to be a console at the very far end there. I guess they forgot to put them back. It's in the original mission when you first activate this gateway and you have to run through. I remember because we just did it yesterday. On my Klingon.
I'm a little busy here. What do you need?
It's on Twitch, actually. I think we were talking with Grumpy about this. He did a really good job in optimizing the UI. Because it used to be a hot mess and kind of hard to read some of the stuff.
Acknowledged.
See you soon, Captain. Excellent. Is that it? No, we have to enter the gateway. But it used to be really bad. So hold on, if I can still do this. Can you see my, oh, you can't see the FPS because I have that thing in the way. I hide that if you look at the upper right hand corner. Now if I turn off the UI, no, that's not the button. Apparently I can't turn off the UI in ground mode. Oh boy. I don't have it. It's usually F12 or Alt F12, but it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't matter. Once we get into space, I'll show you guys. Turning off the UI will give you a significant boost to your FPS because optimization. Yeah, Alt F12 doesn't work, man. Not on this, for whatever reason. I don't know why it doesn't work. It doesn't, it just didn't on my... I bound it for my on space. I bound it to a different key because it wasn't working. Yeah, it doesn't work. I've got into the keybind. It says, you know, Alt F12, but it does not work. Actually, what you just reminded me of something that happened. I'm pressing Alt F4. Nothing's happening, man. I don't think Alt F4 works in this game. Zeph. Yes. Oh my god, it is Zeph. Hey buddy, how you doing? It's because I'm using a different push to talk button. The button on my mouse broke. How about you were there for that? Maybe I'm releasing the button too fast. That's probably what it is. I just got too excited. I'm sorry. Is it still cutting out? I didn't go anywhere, man. I'm still here. Haven't been able to actually go out anywhere, dude. I've been locked up in quarantine for the past, I don't know how many months. X912 for Guild Wars to something like STO. I think what it is like the other button that I'm using for push to talk probably has a more aggressive cutoff. I've been here, man. I took a break from STO for a while. Thank you for the follow, Alan, man. It's been a long time. I really appreciate it. I appreciate for that follow. Thank you for showing up as well. Every now and then it cuts out. Yeah, I think so both the thumb buttons on my mouse I use for push to talk. So the back button and the front forward button, I use them for push to talk, and I have a button on the keyboard as well that I use for push to talk. And for whatever reason, if I'm pressing that button and I hit the shift key to to run or something, it'll cut out the mic. So I think that is an issue with the refresh rate of the mouse. All right, no problem, man. I'm here. I'm streaming for a little bit longer. I'd love to keep on talking to you, man. I'll speak to the archivist. I think it's an issue with OBS, actually. It just doesn't understand if I'm pressing shift and the button to push to talk. It's like, I don't know what you're doing. And it cuts out randomly. So it's either a mouse problem or an OBS problem. I tried adding the actual shift and mouse button as push to talk, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't get it. Other programs that use push to talk, like Discord and stuff, get it, but so I guess I just have to be cognizant of the fact that I shouldn't be pressing the shift button to sprint while I'm talking. That's why you'll see me like, I'll be running and then I'll stop running and talk, and then I'll stop talking and go back to sprint. If you see that happening, that's why. One more follower and I'll hit 50. Oh boy. And then all I need after that to get affiliated is to get the average up. What's my average at currently? Let me check real quick. Slow loading here. To affiliate it says 1.44 in 50 hours. Oh boy, that's a lot. We can get there though. What do you know of the Iconians?
The Iconians. I am not programmed for this line of inquiry. Would you like me to wake one of my creators? You can ask her all of the questions you wish.
Please do.
Greetings, my child. Long have I slumbered. Why have you roused me now?
Greetings, Ancient One. We face a great threat from people known as the Iconians, and we have come to seek your help.
The Iconians. They are the first of our children, and for a time, the most troublesome. They were different once, brighter. But our other children were jealous of their gifts and chafed against their rule. The war changed them more than they could understand. I will help you, my child.
Thanks.
Hold. I sense her approach. Our daughter, Matara, comes. She is first among equals, and her rage is terrible to behold. Go. I will retrieve what you seek, if it is not already too late.
Please hurry, Ancient One. can't change my weapon while I'm in combat, damn. I need to get out of red alert to change weapons, and that's not gonna happen. Okay. Yeah, this shotgun is not doing much of anything. And my melee weapon's even worse. Oh boy. Oh, now I can change weapon. Right? Now I can change? Bloody hell. Oh no.
Will bring me no pleasure, ancient one.
Then make a different choice, my daughter.
I cannot. Long have we waited for this day. We will reclaim all that was once ours. We will rule this galaxy as is our right and our duty. None can stand against us. Not even you.
Damn, she just cooked his brain. That's mean. Check Berserker for life sign. Must do what we can to save the other.
We're in orbit, and we're not alone. The rest of the fleet is about 2 minutes out, but the Heralds are here.
Scanning for life
They do
form.
not look happy.
Let's beam up. We get to see this messed up shit. And again, the slow load. The super slow load. The super duper slow load. Come on, let's go, man. Get those gerbils running.
They are not kidding around. Raise your shields. We need to hold out until the rest of the fleet arrives. Where
Red
are the
alert.
Heralds getting all these ships? More inbound. The Heralds are sending reinforcements. Watch your back. More Herald ships on an intercept course. The fleet is 1 minute out. Keep fighting.
1 minute out, that's not gonna be enough, man.
Oh, I thought the Org had a lot of ships.
Oh boy, here's a Womf. Not gonna look at that explosion, are we? Nope. Cool ships don't look at explosions, man.
Just a little longer. More Herald ships. These guys just won't give up.
Nope. Why would they give up? They have technological and numerical superiority over us. And they're pissed off as well.
And the cavalry arrives just in the nick of time. Let's show these heralds what we can do.
Snagged me with that tractor beam as soon as I finished that rock and roll. Another cutscene. And here we go, the big ship.
We'll hold the Herald forces here. Alpha Team, engage that dreadnought before you power up its weapons.
Unfortunately, the big ship has plot armor, so we can't even put a dent in it. Not even the meme ship can do anything against this ship. Do I have to kill the other ships? Nope, there we go. It was just a timer. Man, that plot armor is something. What? Visual glitch. Look at that. Glitch is an STO.
Today is a dark day for the Alliance. Starbase 234 is lost. The Iconians destroyed the gateway on New Romulus. Our fleet was defeated, and in one day we lost a quarter of our ships. The Preservers are gone, and with them goes our hope of understanding the Iconians. Although the Iconians have withdrawn from New Romulus, they can attack anywhere, at any time. To be blunt, this may not be a war we can win, but we will make the Iconians pay dearly for their victory. We will continue to fight, to save what we can, to win where we can. And we will fight until the last one of us falls.
Keep forgetting how brutal the Iconian War was.
This is a dark day. You have served admirably. The loss of the archive is regrettable, but the
Thank you very much, Sphinx.
are not the only
Have yourself a good night.
There will be more
When's the next time you're streaming?
But those of us who survive,
I don't think I saw you streaming today. Or I should ask, what time do you usually stream?
win this war. We think we are weak. They are wrong. We will fight, and if need be, we will
Monday. Alright.
We will fight until our last breaths.
Monday and Wednesday. Okay. Typically, I'll stream for a few days and then take a day off. So let's try to take one of my days off when you're streaming. And we can do more science mayhem. Okay, let's take a look here. How much trash? Not that much trash. Okay, it's fine. We had Dilla clock, so we might as well be fine. Have yourself a good night again. So that's another shout out. Sphinx is a great guy. Had fun streaming with him the other day. While he was streaming, I was just flying STO missions with him. We brought out the science ship and we caused massive. There were like 3 ships with like OP science builds, and we just caused mayhem in TFO after TFO. It was a lot of fun. It should actually be the last VOD on his channel as well, so go check it out. It was quite a bit of fun. Let's check Iconian War. Next one is Delta Flight. So just give me a minute here. I want to drink some water and get hydrated.
Captain Tom Harris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force. I won't lie to you. We're not making much headway against the Iconians so far. You and your crew have proven to be capable of fighting them. Delta Flight is one of the only other teams to do so. Together, perhaps you can start to turn the tide.
Trying to get the cat thing to reset, but it doesn't want to reset. Come on, cat. Just, this is my face. It's right here. This tracking software is a nuisance and a half. Alright, no, and it resets again. What a pain in the ass. Go to the USS Burn. Transwarp. Delta Flight. Okay, this is going to be an interesting, this is actually going to be a pretty interesting one here. Because this requires a pretty maneuverable ship, and this is not it. This is not the ship for this mission. But we're going to bring it anyway because it's the ISS meme ship. And again, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We're just having chit chat and calm content. And we got some lo-fi and jazz playing in the background. Just some cool, soothing gameplay late at night. Also, tomorrow, my friends over at Sovereign Gaming. I'll tell you in a sec. We'll watch this cutscene. There's no cutscene. All right, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that would 1 p.m. Pacific, which would be what, 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern? I think. Wait. (4 p.m. EST). That's right, 3-hour difference. So tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Someone in the STO category claiming to be the QA lead. What, like broadcasting right now? Placeholder QA. Yes, I believe they are actually a QA person. I've seen that name before, Placeholder QA. I believe that they are. We're doing a Phasmophobia tournament. We're actually doing a competition of Phasmophobia. I'm going to try streaming my team. We got a team of 4. Me and another streamer, Alpha Echo Star, and a couple of friends of mine are in the tournament. Basically, we're going to be doing 3 rounds of professional difficulty, 3 different maps. Try not to get eliminated. Try not to die. And there is a cash prize at the end. I will try to stream it. Might be a bit complicated because I have to dual stream it. I have to basically stream it to Twitch and then stream it to Discord for the judges to see. But yeah, we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So stay tuned for 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST for the Phasmophobia tournament. It should be quite a bit of fun. He's got like 14 people watching, so yeah, that should be cool. Placeholder QA. Understood. Is this my bridge? No, this is not my bridge.
Welcome to the USS Byrne.
Yeah, it's a
Normally,
USS
I'm
Byrne.
the security chief and second officer on the USS Kirk, but she took heavy damage during the battle in the Lena system. Until she gets out of dry dock, I and many of the crew accepted temporary postings to other ships. I wasn't expecting to get a request to join my father's task force, but I want to help. We've both come a long way since the Regulus system, haven't we? I wasn't sure if I was getting out of that business with Bavat in one piece, but I'm sorry I haven't gotten the chance to thank you for your help until now. Thank you. Now back to the war. It's time to stop some Iconians.
Is it going to be difficult working with your father? Is it difficult to work with your father?
It's not that unusual. My grandfather was an admiral, and my mom, and most of the people I consider my extended family are either in Starfleet or are like Seven, who might as well be. Truthfully, I think Dad's finding this more difficult than I am.
It'll be good to work with you.
I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know what crazy scheme my father's cooked up this time, but the more off the wall his ideas are, the more they seem to work. With you on the team, I'm sure we'll complete this mission. But let me know if you need me to translate. Dad has this habit of talking in phrases that went out of style 400 years ago.
That's hilarious. And, well, I'm not going to talk shit about another streamer. Not on stream anyway. But there's definitely issues there. It's not an issue. I'm actually a reformed DPSer. I used to be to the cutting edge DPS way back in the day, but now I don't bother with it. I just play to have fun. I mean, I'll chase the odd DPS here and there, but I'm not going for the top of anything. I prefer... I find it a bit too stressful, too expensive, actually. Keeping up with the top of the meta, the bleeding edge, the top end percentile DPS. You really do have to spend a lot of money on ships and upgrading components and weapons and stuff like that. I just can't keep up with that. Maybe if I had a better source of income, like maybe I could possibly do it, but that's still a long way off. I just prefer being chill. I mean, like, look at the ship I'm flying. It's called the Memeship for a reason. I was talking with my brother about it. You need to be workable. And SEO does not teach you that. Is absolutely correct. I was talking with my brother about this ship, actually. He plays SEO a bit, and he gets a good laugh of it. He's like, what the hell, man? You put like dual heavy cannons on the freaking dreadnought? Like, yeah, it's the meme ship for a reason. It's like a joke, really. But I did parse it the other day, and it hit like 125k DPS with a cannon build. So it's fine. It works. I guess using the anchored build, the anchored trait, it actually works better for torpedoes, really. There's always the odd person who's like, all right, this is my ship, how do I make it better? But I don't want to make it better because I want to stick with this stuff. It has to have this fit into it. Well, isn't it like simple? You just point your ship in a direction and press the fire button. Theme build, they can be, but you can actually do some really nice things with theme build. Keep that in mind. Like, you can make them technically competitive. I mean, if you want to really get technical here, this is a phaser and photon torpedo build, because all of these are phasers. They're all phaser dual heavy cannons, and the gravimetric is actually a photon torpedo. So technically it's thematic. I haven't actually published this on STO builds yet. I should at some point post this ship. I'm sure they'll get a good laugh out of it.
It's good to get a chance to know everyone on the team before the action starts. It's bad enough fighting the Heralds. We don't need any interpersonal conflicts muddying the waters. You can count on me, sir, and I know I can count on you.
Yes, indeed. Speed tanking is a thing, though. Faster you go, the higher your defense is, so it makes it harder to get hit.
Anyone from Starfleet. Better even, because I don't let the rules get in my way. I spent some time at the Academy, but I left when I realized Starfleet wasn't for me. Rahl stayed. Always wondered if things would have been different for us if she'd had the courage to walk away when I did.
Beryl has her own path, it appears.
I had a good thing for a while, but I don't know if it would have worked. If you think her dad's trouble, you should meet her mother. That is a scary, scary woman. Anyway, my main focus is computers, specifically encryption algorithms. I've been studying the Iconian tech, and I think I've made some inroads into the fractals they're using for... You know what? The details don't matter. When it comes to taking out Iconian security protocols, I'm the man for the job.
Keep your focus on the job. What about you?
Join with us and stab at the heart of the Iconians. We will either be victorious or we race towards Stovacor. Today is a good day.
They passed that. If they still are, well, they should technically be. Should still technically be a thing in PvP.
Most weapons on ships are too puny. I make them strong. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you loaded 5 quantum torpedoes into one casing? You have to reinforce the tubes, but the result is most satisfying.
This guy scares me for some reason, and I'm not sure I can put my finger on it.
Jolan True, do you understand ancient Earth humor? Paris, the older one, keeps asking me if I am 2 weeks from retirement. Is that supposed to be humorous?
Not as far as I know.
Thought so. Look, when things get messy out there, and they will, stick with the team and keep your head down. If we work together, we might just get out of this in one piece. Most of us, anyway.
2 weeks from retirement is a death flag, you typically, if I remember correctly. Dr.
Hello
Ferrick.
there. I'm Ferrix, and I'm well, I don't have a specialization like most of the others, but Captain Paris calls me the cook. I don't know why. I can burn water, but it seems to amuse him for some reason. I'm a trader and blockade runner. Any place where there's conflict, there's usually a few good deals to be made. I wasn't too sure about leaving the Delta Quadrant, knowing the territory is a good part of staying alive, you know. But Tom convinced me. And except for all the heralds trying to kill us, it's not too bad so far.
Good to have you on the team.
You know, one of the things I've enjoyed the most about coming here is the opportunity to get to know people from other cultures. Klingons, Romulans, humans, Andorians, Betazoids. So many different and intriguing species. Say, after this mission, how about we grab a drink? And I can tell you about the 3rd time I left Benth in custody and then broke through a Voth defense line to recover the lost chalice of Zilma.
Let's see how this mission goes before we make any future plans. That's another death flag. Alright, talk to Paris now. Tom
Thanks for
Paris,
coming.
that is.
Nice to see you again, especially after what happened at New Romulus and Lanus. As you well know, the war is not going too well. Delta Flight is one of the ways we're trying to change that. We're a cross-faction team picked for our abilities, not our politics. Now the Alliance needs us to handle an important mission. I hate putting your crew at risk too, but we're gonna need you on this one.
What do you need?
Oh, not much. We're just gonna slip into a heavily guarded system that the Iconians already control, avoid detection and probable destruction, steal a Solanae device that could give them a beachhead in our dimension, and escape with our lives. Sound like fun?
Okay, yeah, if I'm ready, if you're ready, Captain.
So this used to be Calbryden 3. Intelligence believes that the Iconians destroyed the planet to gather materials for a subspace disruption device. We think they intend to use this device to open a door for their Solanae forces to enter our space.
A whole new fleet for the Iconians? We can't let that happen.
Exactly. But the planetary debris has created an asteroid field, and the mineral content of those asteroids will shield us from the Iconian sensor arrays. I've plotted a course for us, but we'll still need to watch for the Herald patrols. The station with the device is in the center of the debris. Weston will override their computers while we run interference. Once the station's shields are down, we'll eliminate it and the device with extreme prejudice.
Is that another reference from that ancient program about impossible missions you like to watch?
Something like that. The Alliance doesn't have a fleet to send against this station. We're it. If we can't do it, no one can.
So, no pressure.
I hope you're all ready to do the best flying you've ever done, because that's what we're gonna need to complete this mission. Let's head 'em up and move 'em out. Dismissed.
Rawr, alright. Alright, no, transport me directly to the bridge. I wreck this thing. So the improbable mission force. Yeah, it's gonna be improbable, but we can do it. Because we have plot armor as well. That and the music increases our DPS by like 500%.
The rubble in our way used to be the planet known as Calbriton 3, uninhabited luckily, but they had high amounts of topoline, uridium, and boronite. When the boronite and uridium are combined and exposed to an electrical charge, they create spatially inverted tetraons. Lots of spatially inverted tetraons. That's why the Heralds are here, to create a pocket of our space where the Solanae can survive. From there, they'll expand, and what's good for the Solanae is fairly terrible for us.
Sounds like we arrived in the nick of time.
The Heralds have set up a security beacon at the entrance to this system. We'll need to disable it before we can attempt to slip through this asteroid field.
Alright, setting a course for the security perimeter satellite. Let's pop out our birds as well.
Okay, Weston. Your mission, should you choose to accept it,
Oh
is to
jeez.
take down this security grid. We only have a limited amount of time before a patrol comes by and finds us.
I need help inputting the proper subspace frequencies as I use my deflector dish to cycle through the possibilities. You'll need to match the alpha, beta, and gamma bands. With my subroutine scrambler, that should be enough to break through their security.
Alright, okay, I'm ready. Start the sequence. That's the subspace band frequencies. Lock when they appear. Okay. Simple enough.
We've done it! Hurry! The security perimeter won't stay down for long.
And let's get moving.
Okay, here's the good news. The topoline and the planetary debris will hide us from the Herald sensors. Now keep the larger deposits between your ship and the Iconian station. If you stray too far off the path, they'll find us. So keep moving and stay in formation. If you encounter any patrols, take them out as quickly as you can. We need to get in position before the Heralds know we're here.
Keep moving and avoid or destroy the heralds. I can do
How
that.
would you rate your piloting abilities?
Oh boy. I'll say
Bring up
normal.
your navigational HUD. Now.
Right?
Try to stick to the path I've outlined. The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald sensors. Try to stay in formation with the rest of the squadron. Let's kick the tires and light the fires.
I'm not sure what that means. Is it some kind of
Oh,
alpha
shit.
quadrant thing?
Kinda. I'll explain it later, Ferrix.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one.
Yeah, I had that a little bit late for that.
Let's get going. Stick close to the path on your HUD, or the Heralds will...
Easy enough for a talented, handsome pilot like myself.
I missed it. Damn it.
Everyone's mom tells them they're handsome, Ferrix.
Friendly fire. Ow, I'm wounded.
Fewer asteroids through here.
4 chances of being spotted.
Race you!
We're in luck. Sensors show that this asteroid is mostly hollow. If we blow through with a rocket...
That's fire.
Fire in the hole!
So this is a bit of a mess.
This reminds me of flying through Earth's space dock. They don't like it when you do that at full impulse.
Yeah. Wait. Who let Ferrex fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
Ha! I've flown through worse in the Badlands.
Whoa, Moral. Watch the paint job there, Tiger.
Don't be a rear seat pilot.
I think you mean backseat driver.
But we're flying, sir.
Herald Patrol up ahead. Take them out before they can warn the others. I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions, but it won't last.
Alright, where's the next spot then?
Back up over here. Get a team and get over to Morale's ship.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's why there was no thing to... Next time we'll do it in an escort or something, if there is a next time. We won't mention the name. But if you have to run from the explosion, you really have to not look backwards, because that wouldn't be cool, man. So a little bit of ground combat.
My team and the Burns crew have cleared most of the boarding parties, but there are still heralds trying to get to the bridge and more pinning me down near the armory. Head toward me. If we can team up, we can make a push towards the bridge.
Sure. Ah, yes. Like that, the new interiors. Can't go this way. You still can't use the new interiors on your own ship, can you? Well, I say new. They're newer than what we had before. These have been out for like 4 years or something. Oh, there's a button to press. Let's press the button. Oh, good. Okay.
Fell back here to grab some phaser rifles and got bottled up by those heralds. Thanks for the help.
What's the situation?
The bridge crew has sealed off the bridge and locked the ship's computers down, but the heralds aren't giving up. All of the remaining boarding parties are moving toward the bridge. If we don't get there before the heralds break through, they'll slaughter everyone there and set the ship to self-destruct.
What about the wounded?
My medic is already helping the Burns crew. Since your team is here, my people can take the wounded to a transporter and get them to safety.
What's the plan?
Now that you and your team are here, we can clear out the remaining heralds, get to a turbo lift, and head to the bridge. Lock and load, everybody. It's time to save the day.
Okay. So we are gonna head in which direction? This direction. Oh, here we go. Press the button. Simple enough. Till we meet an actual harbinger. The actual heralds, which are freaking little mini bosses. Unseal.
Moral!
Welcome to the party. Could use a little help.
Shoot someone else, man. Now the doctor does his job. Get vaporized. Speak with Morale Paris. Where is she? Back here, okay.
I think that's the last of them. What's our status?
All other ships are secure.
Your ship is damaged and you have crew in sickbay, Morale. I don't want any unnecessary casualties. I have great respect for your abilities, but if this is some sort of Klingon, glory-seeking, never give up, today is a good day to die kind of thing...
Everyone on this ship knew the risks when we started this mission, including me. The boarding parties are gone, and we need to keep moving. We have to get to the station and finish our mission before we run into any more Herald patrols.
Can your ship continue?
As much as I hate to say it, you're right. If we live through this, your mom is going to be so proud, but she's going to think I was an idiot for trying to hold you back. That's if we live. What do we need to do to get your ship back up and running?
I'd like to help as well. What can we do?
I know a few of Andrew's tricks. Use one of his encrypted override codes to lock the Heralds out of our computer so they couldn't take control of the ship. I could use some extra hands to get these systems restored.
Well, you were his girlfriend, so of course you would know some of his tricks. Huh? Nice trick.
Good job on the computers, Morale, but Andrew? Did he teach you anything else that got him sent to a penal colony?
Oh, whoa there. Can't that wait until later, Captain? We need to get back to... yeah. So what are we gonna do? Restore power relays up here. Restore computer control. Okay, so it's just a matter of running around pressing the buttons. Simple.
That does it. Let's both get back to our ships and...
Alright, meme ship ready to go.
The Heralds are going to notice one of their patrols is missing. Let's move. Time to pick up the pace, people.
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the station.
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead. Solanae, ugh.
Target the ships defending the station.
Something behind us? No, we got it. Okay.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep them busy.
On it.
Iconian energy signature detected.
Evasive maneuvers. Pattern, Paris Delta 2.
Andrew!
We need to abort. We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Dad, I know you mean well, but I have to do this. You know what will happen if the Solanae can break through. We'll lose everything.
Okay, Moral. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Moral's ship so she can finish this.
This is a bit cheesy.
We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
Okay, that's even more cheesy.
Please state the nature of the
Man, this ship stuff.
The station shields are down. It can be damaged. We're getting there. Attack the Dreadnought.
They probably weren't.
2 nodes left on the station. Take them out now. Last node. Destroy it, and we can take out the Dreadnought and finish this. Shields are offline. Destroy the Dreadnought.
It's definitely a case that there's a serious lack of direction for a lot of stuff. Answer hail? Well, answer to hail.
Trying something, and it's not just to bring their shields up. I think...
Detecting a power surge!
I have their main computer. They're still trying to start the conversion process, but their shields are completely down.
Okay, let's blow up this thing and head home. We're being pulled in. Evasive maneuvers. Yee-haw!
What? Alright, that was it. That was kind of lame.
I found something interesting in the computer system before the station blew. It's coordinates for another sphere, and this one looks to be very strategically important. It might even be a secondary hub for the Iconian Gateway network. I grabbed everything on it I can find. I'll transmit the files to Captain Cogran at Alliance Command. Maybe he can get a team together to investigate.
Acknowledged. It was a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant Commander.
The station is destroyed, and we've completed our mission. But not without paying a price. Weston was a talented engineer and a damn fine pilot. He may not have wanted to be in Starfleet, but there was a time I didn't think I was Starfleet material either. Sometimes rebels make the best officers. We know our duty. We just have our own way of getting it done.
Sometimes you have to break the rules to uphold the law.
Exactly. It's been a pleasure flying with you. Maybe we can do it again sometime before this thing ends. Consider yourself an honorary member of Delta Flight.
Yay. Alright, that's another mission.
Regrettable, but we needed a victory today. Thanks to you, we have one. Defeating a Herald Dreadnought is a significant achievement. Destroying their station and keeping the Solanae locked in subspace is even more valuable. The number of ships and soldiers we have is finite. We cannot allow the Iconians to have a numerical advantage, as well as a technological one. I will examine the files Lieutenant Commander Paris managed to recover from the Herald computers. Perhaps a strike on this base she found will be our next move.
Sure, let's collect the reward. And what's the next mission? House egg. And easy for without a fight.
The Empire requires your assistance with a covert mission deep in Iconian territory. It is dangerous, but if successful, it has a chance of turning the tide of the war in our favor. Report to the Denasia system. There you will meet a man named Ramir. He wants to explain the details of the operation to you personally.
Alright, let's accept. Doesn't look like it's too far away. Oh, it's not, it's right here. I'll just fly there. While the ship's flying there. Past the nebula. Which nebula is this? Tron cluster. Man, oh man, from the old days. Guessing so the new players will still do the bridge officers, or not the bridge officers, but the duty officer. That's still the, well, it's not the easiest way, but it's one of the ways to get the Ox to Bat offs. One of the ways to get the Ox to Bat offs without having to pay ridiculous amounts on the exchange, or ridiculous amounts of fleet marks to get the chance to get them from one of the fleet holdings. Let's begin house paying. Slow load again. I like some of the music on this playlist. It's very Muzak, but
Ready for transport.
this one's very Oriental. I like it. Wait, sorry, we're not supposed to use the word Oriental anymore. Acknowledge.
Kapla, and welcome aboard the IKS Hague. My name is Ramir, and this is my ship.
You asked for me personally?
Your reputation for getting the job done precedes you. Alliance Command gave me the authority to pick who would assist us on this mission, and your name was at the top of the list.
Cool, but you don't have much of a reputation.
Do not know about my team or our missions, then I have been successful. There are many battles fought in shadow. Now, if you don't have...
Yeah, lead the way. He does that sigh with his shoulders when, like, I'm not catching up to him. Ah, yes, I remember this. This caused a stir back then. Some people, not everyone.
Data recovered from the station in the Calbridan system has pinpointed the location of a second base in the Denasia system, containing several of the Iconian's Omega generators. I understand you had a hand in recovering this information.
That's classified.
Of course. Nevertheless, we have the coordinates of the Iconian base. Our plan is to sneak in and sabotage the Omega generators. Taking them out will cripple the Iconians' ability to refine the Omega molecules that fuel their gateway networks.
How are we supposed to sneak into the system?
Infiltration is our specialty, and we have technology not available to other ships of the fleet. Our cloaking device can extend to protect your ship as well.
Ah,
That should
so
be sufficient to protect us.
they're huntards. Sounds risky. What if the Iconians find us?
Then we fight. I expect we will have to fight our way out anyway, after we detonate the Omega generators. I hope your crew is up to the challenge.
We live in a society. Yeah, well, that's a given. What's the risk of nullifying warp travel for light years around the NIS? Yeah.
Our scientists put the risk of a catastrophic reaction at less than 7%. That is an acceptable risk.
Hey, taking her easy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, actually, people do play this game still. Not me, I don't play this game because it sucks, but other people do. Wait, what? It's a Trek MMO. Trek has gotten a resurgence recently. A lot of like younger kids. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say younger kids, but a lot of new people are actually getting back into Star Trek because of Discovery, Picard, and Lower Deck. That stuff has really brought stuff back to the game, actually, since we are getting content from... Yeah, exactly, Arcanoloth. The new shows are what's bringing people back in. And not just bringing them back in, getting new people into the game itself. So the new show are most, although some of it can be expensive. The game, and it's basically expanded to multiple platforms now. It was on the Epic Gaming Store. Has cross-platform on that. Although there's no crossplay there, but it's still a thing. You still see people streaming it on Xbox and PS4 every once in a while. The odd streamer here and there.
Second base in the Denasia system, containing several of the Iconian's Omega generators. I understand you had a hand in recovering this information.
Man, oh man, I'm early 40s, so yeah. Well, you just actually, we just had this conversation with this guy. Why are we talking to him again? Hold on.
Data recovered, of course. Then this
There we go. We had to talk to him twice, apparently. You're actually a lot of years ago. I was actually it's basically the Starbucks. Modern streaming landscape is shaping up great for us shut-ins. That's true. So, and she was telling me about, you know, going to, she was a young girl, I think she was like 18, 19, whatever. And we were talking about, you know, getting drunk at parties and stuff. And I mentioned something about, you know, the awkwardness of, you know, getting drunk at a party and like not knowing what happened before, and she's like, yeah, you don't know if your picture, someone's going to take a picture on the cell phone and put it up on the internet the next day. And I'm like, well, back in my day, we didn't have cell phone, and we didn't really have the internet either. Well, there was no World Wide Web. This was before the World Wide Web. There was an internet of sorts. And it was really a lot of loosely connected BBSs of different kinds. So this is what got all the pissed off.
What do you want?
Ramir suggested I speak to Baylor.
Why?
And the internet of everything. It's literally everything. And like I remember in the, was it late 90s, early aughts? You know, you used to have like your flip phone. If you, the devices you had, like you had a PDA device, you had an MP3 player, you had your flip phone, and you had your wristwatch, and then you had your like little camera as well. And all those are in one device, your smartphone. It's kind of crazy. Our mission parameters.
Don't worry, Travana. It's fine.
The Internet of shitty things. Amir tells me that there's a chance of causing an omega chain reaction when we blow the generator.
Yes, but the chances are slight. If the charges are properly placed and calibrated, it should not be a problem.
There must be a better way.
Well, the risk comes from non-stabilized omega particles. They are very unstable. If a chain reaction starts, we will not be able to stop it. If that happens, we'll lose our ship, yours, and anything within a few thousand kilograms at the least. But if that happens, the heralds in the system will be destroyed too. That's something.
We have the technology to stabilize omega particles, but it'll take more time.
Right. If we were to stabilize the particles into one or more omega molecules, the chance of a detonation would be greatly reduced. I will need to run some numbers. We will have to give ourselves more time in the facility, and there is a greater risk of discovery, but it might be the better option.
I agree. Make your calculations. I'll update the mission parameters. Is this where the,
Taking the time to stabilize the molecules puts the team in danger.
afraid of a little danger, Travana?
You insult my honor. It is my duty to protect this team. I will not sacrifice Belair's, our lives, for needless precautions.
I'm very changed. I won't be responsible for the loss of warp travel in this region.
So be it, Batak.
What did you call me? So, lesbian Klingons. It's terrible. So bad. I mean, that completely ruined the game. Literally unplayable. How un-Star Trek-like. And a lot of other shit that got spewed out back in the day. I don't know what was wrong with some people's heads. Actually, I was just reciting some of the tamer comments that came out. There was a lot of, actually, there was quite a bit of vitriol back then. People really hated it. Twitter storm. And people need to get over their stuff of being offended at stuff like that.
We are beyond the Herald sensor range, but we should not approach any closer without the...
It sounds like I offended some people because we lost a bunch of people, a bunch of viewers. Context. Agreed.
Once we get close to the planet, we will not be able to risk a wide scan. So we will need to perform a series of pinpoint triangulation.
Either that or they switch to another review. Someone else maybe. That QA person.
At least we can remain cloaked while we do so.
Fortunate.
Once we have the location of the facility, my team will meet yours on the...
Are we finished? Affirmative. Let's go. I don't... It doesn't look like I'm... Well, we'll just keep going. In fact, they've noticed this anyway, so the technology's working. Whatever it is. Super secret technology. Scan the surface. Hail Ramir.
In order to expedite the triangulation process, my ship will move away from yours and perform our own scan, once we have reached a distance of 4 kilocams.
4 kilocams is 8 kilometers, correct? I'll move the ship for that far from you.
Position confirmed. Beginning scans.
Triangulating.
Sensor interference is preventing us from getting a good reading. Move to 16 kilometers.
That's risky.
16 kilometers confirmed. Beginning sensor sweep.
Triangulating.
Belair here. I have coordinates for the facility, but I cannot do a deep scan without revealing our presence. We will be beaming in blind.
I'll prepare my away team and meet you on the surface. Yeah, let's beam down. Prepare for transport. Let's go. They can't do the blind transport, but we can apparently. Oh boy.
This facility was very well concealed and shielded. Even now, our scans are so limited, we cannot get an accurate readout of the layout.
The Omega generators put out a large amount of interference. Ambient radiation levels are elevated.
But our tricorders will be of assistance while navigating.
Alright, we should set out.
Now that we are on site, there is something you need to know.
Withholding information from an Admiral Ramir?
Only because I had orders which would supersede yours. I am not the leader of House Peg. Now that we have secured the landing area, it is safe for him to join us.
If you're not leading the mission, then who is?
Ramir to Hague, we are ready for him.
No, it's this guy. Kalis, the clone.
Ah, you and your team have done well so far. Now, let us vanquish our foes. I am more than a figurehead. A man cannot lead an empire of warriors without being a warrior himself. I carry the sword of Kalis, a weapon of fables, forged by Kalis the Unforgettable in the fires of the Kristok volcano, and cooled in the icy waters of the Lake of Luthor. This blade slew Molor, it conquered the Fakiri, and created a mighty empire. Now I will wield it against the infernal servants of the demons of air and darkness.
Do you think we'll need a sword here?
There is always a need for the Sword of Kalis. It is a symbol of eternal victory. No one who uses it can be defeated.
Sure. Alrighty, then. B is what we need to press, and it's sending us down here. Okay.
We're right behind you.
I think we have to fight, don't we? Yeah, might as well. Oof, wow, that was a hard hit. Maybe we should avoid these guys in the future. Blair Witch and Ghostbusters. Wow, okay. Are those new or old games? Which Ghostbusters are we talking about? Suppose I should check it out.
Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator. My team will handle this one.
Okay. Ah, yes, I remember these doors. These doors were neat. Oh shit. A Harbinger. We're fucked, boys. Are you gonna fire? There we go. Nope, shit. Using their own tech against them. Oh, that's not the direction I wanted to roll in, damn it. Where'd this thing? Yeah, here we go. Clicking on this button. Oh no, that's this download the information. This is the stabilizer. Yep, this is where the game came from. Let's see if I can still pull this off. Oh no, okay. Plant explosive at the first generator. Okay, that's an issue. There we go, okay.
Charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
It's killing floor 2. Is it? Okay, it's a bit old. It's the way we're going. It is kind of the way we're going. Nothing too difficult here. Except the fused construct. Alright, cool. And if this can... Oh boy. Almost there. Oh. If these guys can res me. This guy hits really hard. Oh no. He's like almost dead, just... Critical flank. Okay. Let's get our guys back up. What a mess. Man, these guys hit really hard. Today. Okay. There they are. This is unique.
We got some information from the Iconian network. How did you do?
We found a terminal, but we can't read the data.
Fortunately, I come prepared. My tricorder is loaded with the best decryption subroutines available in the Empire. Wrote a couple of them myself.
Here, see what you can do.
This is interesting. There are battle plans here for the Delta Quadrant. The Iconians were advising the Vardwar for months before the conflict started there. In fact, the Iconians insisted that the Vardwar start their attack in the Krenim Imperium, although they didn't say why. I also see data on where the Omega energy is being distributed. This is good. If we use this, we can attack the subspace stations where... Oh no!
What is it?
Taket, one of the Iconians! It is here!
Taket's presence doesn't change what we're doing here. We finished the job.
Sir. We need to find the last generator.
Let's go. Which way is it? I'm guessing this way. It is this way. We need to get that big boy down. And he's down. Okay. Oh, there's one back here. And let's keep going.
Use that panel to access a visualization node and locate the last Omega generator.
And there she is.
Zoom in on that. It's Taket.
Talk to Kalis.
An Iconian! My blood sings for this battle. It will be glorious.
I don't think you should face it alone. I don't think that will work out well.
My Emperor, you are the strongest of Klingons. You wield the sword of Kalis. But there is no one who can face an Iconian in single combat.
Listen to Remir.
The war does not go well for us. You all know what we face. Our people need a symbol to inspire them. That is what I was created to be. This battle will be one of legend. Every soldier of the Empire will have this tale on their lips.
Do they need a martyr to inspire them?
This is not my day to die. It is my day to kill an Iconian.
Giovanna, Bellar, do you want to weigh in on this?
Who am I to argue with the Emperor?
Bellar?
Firing a disruptor in an Iconian is like attacking a starship with a stick. The sword of Kalos is a remarkable weapon. It might be the only thing that could work.
Kalos, what's your plan?
We part ways here. Complete your mission. I will descend to the lower level and challenge the Iconian.
Fight well, Emperor.
We create a legend this day. Remember it.
We will assist you in any way we can.
If anyone can kill an Iconian, it is Kalos.
Sure. Oof, that's a rough one. Ran right into them. Oof, wow, he just two-shot me, holy. It was very rough when it first came out. Then again, said before, most people play this mission on normal when it comes out. Just to speed right through it. We're doing it on medium difficult, on advanced difficulty. Oh boy, here we go, okay. Another Harbinger.
Yes, I have come for you. Face me, creature. I challenge you to honorable combat. Come forth. I am Kalos, the Unforgettable.
Clone.
Destroyer of Molor, defender of Kamchi, and emperor of the Klingons. In my hands is the sword of Kalos, first of its kind. Will you not face me, Tiket? What could a being such as yourself have to fear from one man?
We are in.
Oof. Alright. Thought you guys were watching. Oof, wow. That solar beam hit him in the face. More stuff coming. Who's flanking me? You bastard. No. Couldn't dodge in time. Forget, you guys, you have to dodge this guy.
Tiket's too strong. Nothing Kalos can do is hurting it. We have to weaken the Iconian, and I think I know how. Omega molecules gather energy like sponges in water. That's why a small amount of Omega can generate such a vast amount of power. Quick, find a console and activate the reactor. If we hit the Iconian with Omega, we might be able to injure it.
Are you gonna work? Another console here, not this one, but this one.
Ha! Glorious battle!
We're almost done here.
The honorable warrior will always prevail, demon.
Nice legs.
God to get, and your tyranny ends now.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons. Yeah. Star Wars reference in Star Trek.
Now, to finish this. Near to Hague. Emergency transport now.
We lost Kalis, and we were unable to stop the production of Omega molecules. The Iconian war will continue. And
Mission wasn't a complete loss.
the data recovered by your team in Belair will be invaluable
Agreed.
to the Alliance.
The Alliance needs this.
You're right. We can't risk this intel not making it back to the homeworld. I've pinpointed an excellent transmission spot near here where we can send out an encrypted microburst of data. If we don't make it out of here, at least the information can be of use to those who still fight. The Emperor's sacrifice cannot be in vain.
Right, the Iconians will try and stop us. Let's go. I'm guessing we're gonna have to fight these guys.
Please state the nature of the emergency.
Let's see.
We're at the optimal transmission location.
Let's hit the button. Begin transmission.
Iconian gateways. It's an ambush.
Nuke all the things. Let's put this up as well. Yeah, okay. Resume the transmission. No more ambushes.
More gateways. Something big is coming through.
Oh, we got a VOMF. Are you gonna actually fire? I guess I'm being placated or something. Oh, the EMP burst. Come on, get out of here.
Target's shields have failed.
Please state the nature of the emergency.
That EMP probe is like really a nuisance. Turn to sector space. Oh yeah, I should have got a screenshot of that. Let's depart the system. Oh boy, alright, let's see. House of Pet. Let's pick up just this. Collect. What's the next mission? Just want to time bottle. And then Brocal Circle. So we've got with this already. I think we're gonna end that here for tonight. Streaming for, yeah, I guess today I streamed for like 11.5 hours, so that was a bit much. That like 5 and almost 6 hours in the morning or in the afternoon and 6 hours at night. Which I want to get back to. Well, yeah, it depends on the stream really, because we're having fun. I'm having fun with you guys. I love chit-chatting with you guys and hanging out and being chill. It's pretty cool. But I think we're gonna raid someone. Let's see, who are we gonna raid? I think, yeah, Peace X Peace is playing Phasmophobia. That's good. I think we'll give her a raid. You guys should check it out. She's a real sweet girl, lady, woman, and she plays STO as well. She's pretty interesting, and Phasmophobia is a great game as well. It should be pretty fun watching what they get up to. So I'm gonna start the raid. Let her know that I said hi. A real human being, yes. Let me see if I spelled that right. I, in fact, did not spell it right. So let them know I say hi. And I will catch up to you guys in a bit.